Reporting from the New York Times undercuts what Ivanka Trump said during recorded testimony that aired during the first hearing. You might remember this comment.
I respect Attorney General Barr, so I accepted what he was saying.
I'm joined now by the New York Times' Maggie Haberman, who broke the story I'm talking about. Maggie, what are you learning about what Ivanka Trump was saying to cameras filming this documentary in the weeks leading up to January 6th that differed from what she told the committee?
Sure, Jake. So what she told the committee in that snippet, and we should just be clear, that's the only one of the few pieces that they've released so far. She sat for a much longer interview. We don't yet know what else is there, but from what they played publicly, she said that she was affected by Bill Barr, she respected him, etc. That was based on a statement that Bill Barr made on December 1st, 2020 to the Associated Press, where he said that there was no widespread fraud that had impacted the election, contrary to what the president was saying at the time. Then President Trump was furious with Barr for saying it. 9 days later, according to video that we have seen, Ivanka Trump was recorded by this filmmaker in an interview with him, this person who was making some kind of a documentary about Trump and about people around Trump, talking, asked her response to Trump's view of the election. And she endorsed the idea that he should continue fighting, that he should keep seeking every legal remedy. Legal remedy were her words. She says now there's all of these, questions that people have about, sort of the sanctity of the electoral process, without mentioning the fact that her father's false claims are part of why people had these issues. She did not use the word fraud, Jake, at least in what we heard, but she did sort of toe this line that was being articulated publicly. I don't know which one she really believed, but those were words that would make her father very happy. And, people around her often point to she was in a tough position. She certainly was, but it was a position she put herself in. And the view of staff in the White House and in the campaign at that point was the family needed to be doing more to talk to Trump than they were. And instead it was left to other people to try to handle the mess.
Has Ivanka Trump responded to questions about this documentary video?
No, I reached out to an aide for her, and I have not heard back. I'm not sure that she will. It's also not clear what else is on their tapes, which were turned over to the committee today, and the filmmaker is supposed to be interviewed by the committee on Thursday.